Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. I pray this message finds you at the precise time you need it. Hello and welcome in. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Where are you tuning in from? I'm so excited for this full moon breakdown, this buck moon. It has been so interesting, and I'm excited to share the messages with you today. Hello, everyone. Let me know if you're here in the chat. We're getting into the singing. Wow. Lisa, hello. Y'all, this energy has been wild. Are you okay? It's been sweet. There's been some ups and downs. There's been hope. There's been despair. There's been focus. There's been distraction. So much going on. You can hear that confirmation, huh? All right. Hello, Irby. Welcome in. As always, we start our live streams, even the sound baths, with a little Reiki activation. So if you're open to receiving this sage, this grounding entry into the message today, into the moon's energy, we're tapping in with 710. Excuse me, 711. 711. We're tapping in with 711 or 710, whichever suits you. Spirit's telling me ask you to pick. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Hey, Ari. Hey, Debbie. Deborah, excuse me. Welcome. Susie, hello. Laura, hello. Tuning in with 711 or 710, whatever suits you. Savannah, Becca, hello. Calling in the Soul Tribe for this full moon activation. I wanted to say new moon, and we talked about it last time when we were discussing the new moon before this. Welcome in, everyone. If you are open to receiving this energy activation, we're tapping in with 711. 711, 711, 711. I'm going to call in your ancestors, your guides of the holy light, and your angels, and any unassigned angels that would like to participate in tonight's ceremony, any of the star beings, any of the land spirits that are present either on my end or yours. I invite you all to join us in this healing for the collective as well as for Gaia. Welcome in, family. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Tapping in with 711. There we go. That feels so good. I offer this sacred smoke to all of our ancestors, guides, the creator, our angels, and the spirits here who support us. Cynthia, Sean, welcome. Zona Bloom, welcome. If I butchered that, please forgive me and correct me. Ooh, that feels nice. Hopefully some of you are able to take a deeper breath now, feeling more centered and grounded in your bodies. That feels wonderful, at least on my end, because I can feel you on my end. Welcome in, everyone. Oh my gosh. I am finally back in my body. I don't know about you. I love that I can feel your anticipation every time I come out and go live. And it makes me even more just full of spirit and love that I get to assist you in this way by helping to bring you peace, helping to amplify your intentions in your life and to mirror some things back to you. So again, I pray this message finds you at the precise time you need it. As always, take what resonates with collective readings and healings, I guess. You kind of have to. That's how they work. And leave the rest for everyone else. So I'm going to do a little bit more of this energy activation with the amethyst, just because I know Spirit always has me start like about the first 5-10 minutes doing an energy activation. Ashley, welcome. Welcome in. Tapping in with 711. 11 today. Ooh, this crystal's looking so juicy. The juicy amethyst. Some of you guys have been working with amethyst a little bit more than normal, or you're being asked to. That's a very, very loud message for all of you here today. Welcome in. If you're open to receiving this energy activation as we prepare for the download of the full moon in Capricorn. I know, right? But the way that the light's hitting it, it just feels so, it feels so magical. It's one of my favorite wands. Ooh, there we go. Moving some of that energy. We're working on your crown chakras. It's amplifying your third eye activations. Your third eyes have been incredibly activated these days, whether in the dream space or... Oh, Violet Train. You're sweet. Okay. Let me just focus on moving this energy, and then I will be able to channel clearly. You're okay. And I'm going to go ahead and, for those of you who are in crowded spaces or who have been in crowded spaces all day, I'm going to help clear some of those energies off of you and reset your energy. But also, as we're clearing those energies off of you, I'm going to be sending all of them love and light. So they're going to receive some of this healing. So thank you for being present and for participating in your life, for showing up and going out as you are called and doing what you need to do. Because you inadvertently are helping them. Maybe explicitly you are sending people love and light as you're out and about in your days, but in any case. Ooh, some of you can imagine this as like a purple mist, a shimmering purple mist, or a purple rain that's washing over you, cleansing you. Welcome in, everyone. We're tapping in with 7-Eleven if you're open to receiving this energy activation. Okay. Just about finished there. I'm not a lefty, but we'll try it. There we go. Oh, that feels delightful. How are you all receiving this energy? How does it feel in your body? Mm-hmm. I had the mist, I had the rain, but I didn't have the breeze. That's perfect. You'll hear me sighing a lot because that's also helping me process your energies. Yes, and you will often find that you're yawning with me. Is that Shadana? How do you pronounce your name? Shadona? That sounds like Sedona, so I'm not quite sure. Help a girl out. Shadana, okay. Mel, welcome in. Yeah, road rage has been huge. We're going to keep going for another minute here, but I want to make sure I have time to go through all the downloads and then hit the singing bowls, which is why you're all here, let's be honest. Okay. Welcome, Dean. Well, it makes me so happy that you always receive these and you just feel so nice. So what it's for. Yes, we have our intentions. I can sit here and say 100 million things, but ultimately, I want you to feel better in your body and lighter in your spirit. And at the end of the day, that's all any of this comes out to. That's the purpose of my channel, From Spirit for Love. So if you're new here, welcome. It's not a coincidence that you found me. I mean, of everyone. I, it's just timing, it's just alignment. You're here because you're ready for change and because big things are brewing in your life. So I'm happy you're here. Welcome to our soul family, our soul tribe. Okay. Just finishing this up now. Whew. And that brief energy activation is complete. So everyone, I want to stay focused on the download. So if you see me closing my eyes, it's just because I'm trying to make sure that the channel is clear and that I have the least interruptions as possible, amount of interruptions as possible as I'm bringing through messages from spirit for this full moon. So I want to talk about the sacral activations that you've been going through. There have been a lot of, let's see here. I had to write them down earlier, but it's, some of you could even feel cramping in your sacral chakra. And if for those of you who aren't familiar with the chakra system of yoga, it is the energy vortex that is above the base of the spine. So it's kind of like a couple, like 2 fingers width under your belly button. And it's about the size of a softball. And this center is your house of passion, of creativity, of visceral inspiration. It's associated with intimate organs. We're just going to leave it at that because we're PG out here on the YouTube Live. And because this has been so intensely activated following all of the throat chakra activations, it's paradoxically creating a balance in your mind's eye, okay? So as the seat of your emotions, the seat of your unconscious and ancestral responses, so much has been coming up to the surface. I want to say bubbling up, boiling out in the form of rage, in the form of self-deprecation. And you'll take that if it resonates with you. But for others of you, it could just be lethargy. It could be flightiness or intense anxiety. It could be discomfort in your own body, discomfort in your own gender identity or sexuality. All of these questions kind of being brought up to a head at this time. But also your outlets for creativity, what it is that you feel inspired by from who you are and who you want to be as a human being for now, all the way to what is your purpose? What makes you excited to be here? What is it that really fires you up? So all of these places that have been, and conversations and connections that have been kind of dampening that liveliness, that lightness of spirit within you, all of these things are being brought up and brought to the forefront for you to take a look at, for you to see, okay, well, this is the way that I usually think about this, but it's not helping me anymore. Or, you know what? This is something that really matters to me and I haven't been treating it like it does. So this full moon has been highlighting to you all of your areas for opportunity, okay? And you're really seeing that this is a time for action. This is a time for action. Spirit has been getting you motivated, has been getting you more disciplined. That's huge with the sacral chakra is your alignment, your sacred flow of energy, of how much energy you have to give to certain things. Again, that redistribution, like Shadana said, righting wrongs, shifting or reprioritizing your tasks as well as your dreams. What's practical? What feels like you're reaching for the stars, and how do you align those? How do you get out of your own way? That's that's what this full moon energy is really drawing up to the front, drawing up from deep within. So I'm going to tie this to the sound bath. Some of you are probably like, well, Julia, you're giving the downloads of what the energy has been, but what does that have to do with the sound bath? Okay. Deirdre, hi. How are you? I miss you. Welcome. So you're here listening to the downloads, listening to the energy update, and you're like, well, how do we set intentions for this sound bath? So actually, each and every one of these things that's coming through becomes an embedded intention of the sound bath, because in the sound bath, I'm going to draw in this full moon in Capricorn, this buck moon. Someone here, was it Irby, who said it was the thunder moon? Did you say it was a thunder moon? Yes, the thunder moon. You're going to be calling in this energy. Yeah, it's been storming a lot where I'm at, actually. So that fits, that tracks. And I was actually going to do an energy activation with the energy of thunderstorms. So stay tuned for that. So all of these downloads, these epiphanies, these connections that you're drawing as I'm reflecting these downloads back to you, you're starting, this is kind of the basis for what's going to be amplified and facilitated through a healing process in this Reiki session. So what does Reiki do? And how do the crystal singing bowls help? I don't know if I've really been doing much of an explanation of this on my live stream. Yeah, as I go to like touch my throat chakra. So Reiki has the ability to send source energy where it can amplify positive healing intentions for your highest good. Reiki does not have the ability to do less than serve everyone's highest good, both the practitioner and the person who is receiving the energy healing, the energy activation. It's always, 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 always for your highest good, because it is always source energy. Okay? Now, it is your intention. So with these full moons, I ask that their medicine be amplified and moved through your life. And what does that mean? It means that as we're starting to highlight and bring attention to all these downloads, all these places where you've been struggling because the full moon is catalyzing all this energy in your life, the Reiki sound baths is to help facilitate the processing and the finishing of these cycles, the clearing of the instability by helping you draw conclusions, or in the case where it's saying this is a time for action, this is going to be the energy that helps you clear the blocks or clear the dissonance, the confusion, where you are feeling like I'm trying to take action but it's not happening. Or if you're already taking action, it's going to help you sustain that momentum and show you even more clearly how good things are going to get. So that said, also, you're starting to see how Reiki is, with this full moon medicine that I'm calling into the session, is going to be pushing you along. It's going to be ushering you along exactly where you are. It meets you where you are, just like Source does, just like the Creator does. The Creator meets you where you are. That's why it's always so important that you take what resonates with you from all kinds of collective messages, right? Not just mine. So I'm going to get back into the messages, and I'll talk about my singing bowls in a second. Spirit's just asking you to start. There's a real emphasis on action here. Capricorn is an earth energy. It is all about the results. Capricorn is all about the results, okay? And you're starting to see in your downloads, in your meditation, in your meditations, in your reflections, and where you're kind of being pushed to move and take action right now, just how far that can go and how sticking with that is going to bring you the results you're looking for, even if your idea of what those results are can change. So, yeah, again, a lot of you are facing the critic in the mind. The critic in the mind. The critic that is telling you that you're not enough. You know what? That's not going to be worth your time. That is beneath you. But the work is the work, and the work is not beneath anyone. Whatever the work is that Spirit's asking you to do, there's no way around it. So it's also a stubborn energy, right? Where you're starting to see where you've been immovable and where you've had reasons for not doing things that maybe don't make sense to you, or that you're starting to see, okay, well, this kind of makes sense, but then, I'm not really going to do that. Or, you know what? It doesn't matter how much I put into that because it's never going to blah, 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 blah. And that is the mindset that this full moon is like, hey, don't be your own worst enemy. Don't knock it till you try it. And don't keep knocking it once you do try it, because it feels good to do the thing that you've been wanting to do, doesn't it? It feels good to reconnect. It feels good to act on your instincts. It feels good to act on your passion and to create as you're guided, to reconnect with people as you are guided, to put yourself out there as you are guided. It feels freaking good, doesn't it? Why would you deny yourself that pleasure? See, I can't even say it. Why would you deny yourself that pleasure of fighting for you? You can't get a louder confirmation than that, Jennifer. You really cannot. Lune, welcome. So, again, if you're seeing deer, if you're seeing young bucks, absolutely. I want all of you here to take that beautiful confirmation that Jennifer shared as confirmation for each and every one of you, that actually every single idea and passion of yours that you nurture and continue to pour into with your positive intentions, it's going to pay off. Just a quick shout out here for all of my KRS alumni. If you have not checked out the email that I sent you, please take a look at that at some point soon. So, Spirit is saying, put the passion into action, because the time of overthinking, of deciding, are you in or you out? Ooh, there's a good one. Some of you have been 1 foot in the boat, 1 foot on the dock. And it's getting real, real unsteady out here. And you're like, but do I do it? Ooh, or maybe, I don't know. Choose. Otherwise, Spirit will choose for you. Hey, Vicky, you need to book a reading with me. Spirit was screaming Vicky, 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 Vicky at me earlier, okay? You need to book a reading. Again, all right? Whenever you're ready. I'm running the super summer sale all of July. $47 for a half-hour reading, $88 for an hour. Yeah, Savannah, you do need a reading, okay? Chris, welcome. Well, now's your chance, everyone. Now's a really good time to take advantage of that. Again, Spirit is trying to lower the barriers for entry. Spirit's trying to make it easier for you to say yes to the things that you want to do. Okay? And when you start to put yourself out there, you're going to start to see the signs, the synchronicities. You all need to be booking with me. Okay? Literally. You need to be booking a reading with me, because Spirit needs you to have a fire lit under your ass. I can only do that with so many general messages out here on a live. Okay? They have direct instructions. Thank you, Lisa. Yes, honey is wonderful medicine right now, Shadana. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've been seeing them too. The sweetness, relishing in the nectar of putting your passion in action, because bees, they work their butts off to get that nectar. They search and they fly around all day looking for that good stuff, okay? And I feel like for those of you, if you haven't had a chance to check out the upload that I just did yesterday, you need to see those messages, all right? It's time for you to start prioritizing your dreams again, not just by thinking about them as some far off thing, but by understanding that every single time you have a vision or an inclination to look into something, to put yourself out there, to take that leap of faith, it's literally because Spirit is trying to show you the tangible reality of your dreams here and now. So, for those of you who want to be an author, authors are not authors, authors are writers. So, get into writing because every time you write, you're a writer. Some of you are performers and you want to act, you want to sing, you want to dance, whatever you want to do. Every time you are a performer, you're not just identifying with that. You are an actress, an actor. You are a dancer. You are a singer. You're a musician. Whatever it is. Don't delay. This moon's energy is here to put the highest possible light on your dreams and show you how they are already coming to fruition, even if it's starting small. Because you know that's just what it takes to get the ball rolling. Not going from 0 to 100, but taking 0 to 10, working on 0 to 10, 10 to 20, working on 10 to 20, 20 to 30 in your process. You don't need to rush through making your dreams happen because making your dreams happen is your dream. That is your dream. The instant manifestation of everything just happening like that is not the dream. Because the version of you that you see, the version of you that you feel is existing already in the future, has done all the work that you're about to do now. That's why they glow like that. That's why they feel the way they do, because they put in all of the work. That is you now, having the opportunity to put in all of the work towards your dreams. And this buck moon in Capricorn is showing you the work pays off. Even if it just feels good to be doing it. That's half the guarantee. Because isn't that what you want? You want to be feeling good. You want to be feeling good about the life that you're creating, the life that you're putting into your manifestations, the life that you are creating for yourself, that you are acting towards for you. That's what you want to be feeling good about, and that requires that consistent action. So get moving. Get moving. And if you don't know where to move, you need to book with me. All right? fromspiritforlove.com/book-online. And I will see you soon. Okay? Stop overthinking every single small decision. If you need to write down a list of like 5 or 10 things that you want to get done in a day, choose 3, 4, or 5 of them and get them done. That is a brilliant question, Shadana. And I'm going to answer that and then I'm going to get into the sound bath, okay? I love that question. Why do we have to be talked into action? Why does the human brain, the human condition, require so much motivation? So much reminding? That is an amazing question, an amazing, amazing, amazing question. And there are a lot of answers on this. This is just my take. This is just my download. It's because we are disconnected. It is so easy in this world, the way our social systems are set up to be disconnected. It is so easy. Because when you're connected to your heart, when you're connected to your truth, when you're connected to the divine, it feels so effortless. The effort that you want to put into things to make your dreams happen, it just feels effortless. Like, okay, yeah, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do this today. because I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing it for. I know my worth. I know why I'm here. And it's the distrust in self, which comes from a distrust in source. So this also comes back to you reconnecting with your name, your understanding of the creator. Fixing your faith. I think I wrote that here too. I wrote that down a little earlier somewhere else. But remembering that you are part of the source of everything. Okay? And some of you, you're not feeling stimulated or motivated in your life because you're comfortable and you're not doing the things that genuinely light you up. So it's very easy to get discouraged and to feel unmotivated and to slink back into an isolation period. Mhm. That is the necessary antidote to get comfortable being uncomfortable, or at least telling yourself that you don't need to be comfortable anymore. That it's more exciting to embrace mystery, to embrace curiosity relentlessly. And yeah, you're gonna have to tell yourself every single day, you know what? This is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm doing that. This is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm doing that. No promo code. All the prices have dropped on my website. I went and I changed them all. So you're not alone. You're not alone in this need for constant reassurance that you're going to be okay when you do let go of what's familiar. And let's be clear that familiar is not always comfortable, is not always soothing to your soul or makes you feel settled. Familiar is just what your nervous system is aware of. So this is where the whole conversation of mind over matter comes into play, okay? And that's why I said earlier, the sacral activations right now are bringing up ancestral fears related to your inability to pursue your passions. I said what I said. Ancestral fears. Doing the logical thing, the sensible thing, the thing that makes sense, the thing that makes you feel like you're selling your soul. Whatever that is to you. That's not going to look the same for everyone. So the worst thing you can be doing for yourself is being angry at yourself. Because being angry at yourself for the choices that you've made in the past, or angry at yourself for how life happened to you or how life has turned out, isn't going to help you be in a mindset that's encouraging you forward. It's not going to put you in a mindset that is helping you feel like you are ready to be your own best advocate again, because that's really the key. Mhm. So if you're not sure what to do, you need to book with me or read all those books that you've been thinking about reading that have been sitting on your shelf or sitting on your to reads list that you know you need to read because they have medicine for you. And you can book a reading with me and I'll tell you which books that spirit is telling you directly to read. So sometimes you are made aware of uncomfortable situations, or you have to be made uncomfortable to move. If if doing it in a safe, cozy space to get yourself motivated to move up and out of there wasn't working for you, then spirit's going to change things up because your higher self gave the okay for that. Yeah, exposure therapy. AF. Real. Real. Mhm. And sometimes you need exposure therapy to softness because it's so unfamiliar to you that your nervous system goes, "Ugh, no. Ooh, you're being fake," or that can't be real. You can't actually be that happy. Where's your faith? What do you believe? If you saw my July energy update, we're coming back to that. Healing your religious trauma. And so, for some of you, for a lot of you, that's ancestral stuff. Okay? Healing your relationship with God, healing your relationship with the Creator, healing your relationship with your spirituality, and how that directly impacts and influences your identity. I'm going to be doing a live at some point tomorrow. I don't know what time because I want to dive into the 1111 portal with you. So stay tuned. Is that why some things seem too good to be true? Um, Sometimes yes and no. Because the things that are too good to be true that are scams, your body can feel that when you tune in and say, something about this is just fishy. And there's a reason behind that. But if it's something that is too good to be true, but it's actually because you're safe in a community or in a relationship or in a job that is actually really good for you, then your heart will know that. And you will recognize that by your ability to start processing a whole lot of trauma that you haven't been able to access because you've been stuck in survival mode up until that point. So that's, again, one of those things, Becca. Put it where it fits. You're welcome. The goal, the goal is for you to be so loving and accepting and encouraging of yourself, the way that the Creator is with you, that you live judgment free. Judgment 3 is 3D. It's based on insecurity or the belief that somewhere you are lacking in something. But when you heal your relationship to the divine, when you hear your when you heal your relationship to yourself with your own version of faith, what that means to you, that's that's going to remind you of your inherent worthiness. You might have heard me in one of my last readings that I was talking about solar plexus healing. That was the precursor to this sacral, I want to say, explosion, activation. All right? Sean, I'd say if you're sinking, then you're not really moving in the direction of what you want. If you're riding the waves, sure. That takes energy, that takes effort. But letting life tumble you in the washing machine is not it. All right. Spirit's asking me to shift to the sound bath. So I'm going to talk to you about my singing bowls. I was talking to you a little bit before about what Reiki does, why these downloads are the way that they are. I'm going to set this intention now that if you'd like to ask for additional healing, additional intentions to be included in your experience, that you just go ahead. You either drop that in the chat or you let your spirit team know, because I called them in. They're always with you, but I made it explicit so you can feel their presence with you. So these are clear quartz crystal singing bowls. I have 7 of them, and I'm sitting in front of a few of them, so you'll see them in a second. And they are all tuned to 432 hertz. Not that they are all singing that frequency, but it's kind of like when you modulate a song or you tune an instrument, you're aligning them all with a particular frequency. So, way back when, you've heard me talk about this before if you've been here for a while. Um, Most of modern music was shifted to A440, which is a leap, enough of a leap in the frequency of A, to move all of modern music from soothing, grounding, and balancing to your nervous system to kind of jarring. You might say one soothes and relaxes the right brain, 432, And others, or 440, I can't say all others, but 440 specifically has a slightly agitating effect on the body. So obviously these singing bowls, when I knew this, I knew when I was getting my singing bowls, I was like, Spirit, there's no way. You better get me the bestest 432. Help me line it up, Spirit. And so my little magical singing bowls, because they're quartz crystals, they have the ability to transmit their own frequency as healers in themselves, that they are tuned specifically to the resonance of each of the 7 primary chakras. And then again, modulated to the 432 hertz means that it's specifically moving through a frequency connected to your energy body that is amplified in and of itself. Even if I wasn't channeling Reiki, they would be amazing tools for medicine, amazing tools for sound healing. But because I'm channeling Reiki too, and they're quartz crystals, quartz crystal is the master healer, it's the ultimate amplifier. They are taking like the Reiki, which was already like pretty sizable, and they're shooting it times like 111. Okay? Come on, Spirit. I didn't even plan that. Times 111, can't make it up. So these puppies make it really, really powerful. And you'll find that if you ask for one of them to connect with you a little bit more in this sound bath, that they'll give that activation to you a little bit more strongly. Because again, they're alive. They're quartz crystals. Crystals respond to your intentions. Of course, they're going to respond primarily to mine, but I'm telling them they can respond to yours too. So, oh, thanks, Irby. Yeah, no, that like it moved me so much. I'm happy it resonated with you. So again, if you guys aren't on Patreon, that's the message that Irby's talking about from one of my spirit guides, my Oracle Tepan. I uploaded that video yesterday. If you want to do them back to back, I can totally set that up with you, Vicky. Just let me know. So, see, because I knew someone had a question. It's okay. You're good. Yeah. Is there anything else, Spirit? Oh, join me on Patreon, $11.11 a month for energy healing sessions, extended YouTube messages, and channeled messages. Okay. Nope, that's it. Singing bath time. Singing bath bowls. I don't know. Brain. So we're just going to roll with it. Here we go. Can you see them sufficiently? Okay. Now, like I said before, this is going to be a singing bowl Reiki sound bath that is going to call in. I'm going to go ahead and call in the energy of this full moon in Capricorn, asking for its highest and best medicine for each and every one of you here whenever you find this video. I'm going to go ahead and set the intention that an equal amount of energy healing that will be facilitated for your individual intentions will be coupled by and mirrored by healing for the earth, healing for Gaia. I'm super tongue-tied. This energy is kind of wild because I'm already being flooded. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the Reiki through. So for those of you who have Reiki attunements, you're welcome to open your own channels to let the Reiki flow, to assist in your own intentions, as well as in the healing for Gaia. You're welcome to offer that to anyone if you choose. And as always, the healing intentions that you set out for others will be brought back to you, magnified. So if you're open to receiving this energy activation, and if you want to just share your love, we're going to tap in with 111. We're going to tap in with 111. If you're open to receiving this energy activation, the full moon in Capricorn blessing sound bath. And healing for the earth. We're going to tap in again with 111 if you're open to receiving that. And I'm going to ask that Cryon join us as well. I already called all the gang in the house, but I'm going to ask Cryon to join us as well to assist in bringing this energy into the ley lines to help facilitate Gaia's healing. There's nothing for you to do, just simply let go. Allow these vibrations to reach you and be present. This Reiki session is complete. Thank you, spirit teams, ancestors of the holy light, angels, and guides of all who are present here for me to facilitate this, all the star beings, as well as for my beautiful collective here who has received this blessing and will carry it on to everyone they touch for the next 48 hours, merely just by having been present here. If you're open to facilitating that healing of others, just say yes. Let your guides know. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from your energies now. The Reiki stopped flowing the second I put the handles down. But thank you for letting me share these beautiful bowls with you. You're going to be carrying the magic of the full moon to everyone you touch in the next 48 hours, whether just by being near them, physically you hug, high five, fist bump, elbow bump, whatever. Even if they just look at you. If you're in the same vicinity as them, if they are within the reaches of your aura, they will receive this blessing too. Kolda, welcome back. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. And I'll be seeing you very soon. My laptop's about to run out of battery, so I'm going to let you all go. You're so welcome. How are you all feeling? There we go. God bless you all. I'm so happy you found your way here. If you're new here, welcome. Please stick around. Please subscribe to my channel so you can stay notified as to when I do updates, whether I'm uploading videos, going live, letting you know about other things going on, and whatnot. Welcome to our soul tribe. Welcome to our soul family. You're so welcome. I'm so happy that you all are benefiting from this. It means the world. And yes, it's going to be here for you whenever you need it. All right, lovely souls. I will see you soon. Take care.